Alright, so on my way to the nature center and talking about gratitude. So, how I practice gratitude. I'm going to do a video on why to practice gratitude at some point, but for now it's all about how to. So how I practice gratitude in my life, and hopefully it will help you to find ways to practice in your life. So what I like to do is to be overly thankful, congratulate myself, celebrate the small victories in my life. And I want to tell you about how, give you some examples of those ways that I celebrate. So I used to not celebrate these things and take them for granted, and it really brought me down in my life. But now I'm realizing that I can celebrate all of these aspects of my life. So one thing that I like to celebrate is getting up out of bed in the morning. So it's not always super easy. Sometimes it is super easy to get up out of bed in the morning, but every morning's different and never really know how it's going to go until you get there. So getting up out of bed in the morning is something I celebrate. It's a victorious moment for me. It's not something I take for granted anymore, and it helps me when I can do that to not take a lot of other things in my life for granted, and to stay in that vibe of thankfulness a lot easier when I can celebrate these small victories. So getting out of bed is a victory for me, but on the flip side, sleeping in is also a victory for me. Some days I don't feel like getting up, and I don't have to get up some days. I'm very thankful that now, the way my life is organized, I don't have to get up more mornings than I do have to get up. And so I'm super thankful to have that in my life too. So sleeping in is a victory. Being lazy, even if I don't sleep in, if I just lay in bed, like say I get up at, I wake up at like 9 and I have no reason to get up early that day, I choose to just lay in bed and not go get started on brushing my teeth and my hair and getting in the shower and all that. I celebrate those times when I don't have to do that stuff, and that's amazing for me. So I celebrate sleeping in and being lazy in the mornings, and I celebrate getting out of bed and being motivated in the mornings. And same thing throughout the rest of the day. If I choose to lay in bed, if I can't really think about what things I have to take care of that day, I just decide to congratulate myself either way, no matter whether I get up and go or choose to be lazy and sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix or something. I can still thank myself for that time that I give myself, no matter what I do with my time. I look at it as though it is right, it is okay, and I don't have to always just go. Alright, so there's that part. So next part, let's see, where are we? Alright, more thankful stuff.
That was amazing.
What?
That was amazing.
Oh, you had fun riding your bike?
Yeah.
Good, honey.
In winter,
So cute.
short sleeves.
It's nice outside today, huh?
Yeah, but a little cold. Feels like spring.
Yep. Alright, made it to the nature center. So, moving right along. I like to also congratulate myself when I do things like my meditation and my yoga. So I love my meditation and yoga. And after I'm done, namaste, thank you, Amanda. I can see the light in myself. I honor the light in myself. I honor myself for what I'm doing and how I'm bringing myself these victorious moments of being able to meditate and do yoga and exercise when I do. I don't really love exercising, but yoga and meditation, that's how I thank myself, love myself, be in the vibration of gratitude so much more and feel so much better about my life when I can do those things for myself. So actually I'm going to sit like this so I don't end up getting anyone else in the video or that car over there. All right, so now another way that oh, you okay, honey? Maybe you shouldn't bring your bike to the nature center. It's just a little blood. It's all right. We'll clean it off when we get home, honey. You poor thing. Are you gonna live?
Yeah, but it stinks really bad.
I'm sorry, baby. You want to keep going or you want to go home now? That's what I thought. All right, so the next way, what else do I do? I like to replay it in my mind. So, where was I? My gratitude. That's right. Not worrying about my little baby getting hurt. So, I replay the gratitude in my head. So, sometimes I get stuck on not being thankful. Get in this vibe of not feeling amazing for my life and what I'm doing with my life, and I catch myself when I'm there and I decide that I'd rather focus on the good in my life and replace those thoughts of shame and guilt with my gratitude. So let's say someone takes the trash out for me. Instead of just saying thank you and moving on with my life, or someone sweeps the floor, thanks for sweeping the floor, but now it's time to mop, so let's move on to the mopping. Instead, I'm going to stay in that vibration of gratitude and choose to focus more on that instead of worrying so much about the next task at hand, that is to mop the floor. So I replay those thoughts of gratitude throughout the day. So like just now, my little baby fell and hurt herself, and it kind of bums me out. But then I can see that I'm feeling bummed, and I can instead decide that I can take a deep breath, come back to the present moment, and look around me and see what I can be thankful for, like the birds chirping. So nice, so relaxing. And just breathing in all that fresh air. So beautiful. And my little baby will be fine. And then the last thing that I do when I try to stay in my vibration of gratitude, how I practice my gratitude. We don't have to be perfect at it, we're just practicing it. Journaling. Journaling has done so much for my life, and especially to keep me in a high vibe of being thankful for what I have in my life. So journaling, first of all, I write down what's going on in my life. So it helps me to see where my thoughts are. So see if my thoughts are kind of in a more negative vibe. If I'm writing down a bunch of dark stuff, I know that I'm kind of in a negative, low place in my life, and it's okay to be there. I can still love and accept myself even when I'm feeling down, because I know it's not going to last forever, even though it feels like it will. So anyway, so I can write down these thoughts. I can know where my thoughts are, kind of organize them in my head so they're not just all jumbled up. And then on top of writing them down and organizing them, also when I am in a state of lack, as I like to call it, I can go back and read my journal. Like, for example, my little sister, if I'm mad at her, I want to not be mad at her, because being upset with her is really just being upset with a part of myself, honestly. And it just keeps me down. And then I can't find my power and my gratitude and my acceptance for myself. So I look in my journal, I open it up, and I see that just 2 weeks ago, my little sister was being amazing to me and helping me more than anyone else in my life helps me. And I can hold on to that and remember that, and it brings me back to a place of gratitude. So even though today my little sister is not doing amazing things with her life, I can look back and see that at one point she was, and she is not all that she is being today. She is more than that. Helps me incorporate those aspects of not just her, about her, but about me internally, because my outside reflection, my outside world is only nothing more than a reflection of my inner world. So congratulate, celebrate all the small victories. Thank yourself for doing the things that you do in your life. After you do them, take a moment to thank yourself for them. Or many moments is better than just a little moment, but a little moment's better than nothing. And replay it in your head. Replay it over and over, especially during times of lack. And I will always endorse journaling. All right, that's it for this one. Peace.